Hey church, Pastor Matthew here, and it's February. Lots of good stuff going on this month. We got Football Sunday coming up, we got life groups launching, and we've got some relentless grace. So let's start with Football Sunday. On Super Bowl Sunday, the big teams go head to head. Same day, that morning, before the big game, we'll be doing Football Sunday in the morning. And so when you watch the Super Bowl, you see some of the world's best athletes. Two of the best teams going head to head. And each of those guys, though, that's out on the field, they have a story to tell. And so what we're going to do on Super Bowl Sunday, that morning, we'll be hearing some stories from some NFL players. Their stories about life, about football, and about God and what God is doing in their lives. And so it's going to be a great morning. Wear your football jersey, even if your team's not in the Super Bowl, wear your team. And that morning we got breakfast burritos for everybody, including your friends. So if you know someone who loves football, invite them, bring them that morning. And so Football Sunday, going to be a lot of fun. It's on Super Bowl Sunday. Okay, got that? And then second, this month we'll be launching our spring life groups. The life groups are the small groups that meet in people's homes. And this is what I know about our church. Our church is just big enough that you don't know everybody, and that's okay. You don't know everybody, but you need to know somebody, and somebody needs to know you. And that's part of why life groups are so important. As Pastor John is fond of saying, is circles are better than rows, right? And so a life group is a circle where we can get to know a handful of other people. And the life groups meet each week for about 10 weeks. Semester's about 10 weeks long, and spend time in God's Word. So whatever the sermon is about, that's what we talk about in the life group. And so it's a chance for you to ask questions, get your questions answered, kind of apply what we're talking about to your life, and to care for each other, pray for each other, make some friends, get to know some other people in the church. And so the church is too big for you to know everybody, but you got to know somebody, so you got to get into a life group. It's a part of being at Good News Church, being in a life group. And so sign up for a life group and jump into one. Maybe you've done them before, maybe you've never done it, and this will be the first time. Maybe you're going back to the same group you've always gone to, or maybe you're going to try out a different group. Whatever you decide to do, get into a group, get into a life group. They start this month, in February. Information is in the newsletter. And then lastly, at the end of the month, right now, the sermon series that I'm working on is Right Between Us, right? And we're talking about relationships and how do we heal them, how do we fix them, what should they look like, those kinds of things, how to fight for a good relationship. But when we finish up the series, we're going to move into the book of Romans and the story of God's relentless grace, his grace in our lives and what that looks like. And so I'm excited to get into Romans. And so I would just be encouraging you, start reading the book of Romans, and I can't wait to start that. I think it's going to be the last Sunday of February. We'll finally get into Relentless Grace. So it's going to be fantastic. A lot of other good stuff going on in life at the church, so make sure you look through the newsletter. And if you need anything from me, don't hesitate to give me a call, send me an email. Talk to you soon, or I'll see you on Sunday. Thanks.